Are you gonna be good now? Oh, okay. Are you gonna stop being a little tyrant? Okay. Well, it has officially been a week and a half. This little tyrant, he's doing great, honestly. He's doing so well. uh, the past week and a half has been a little rough. A, he's a puppy, he's learning new things, it's totally fine. B, I got my wisdom teeth out 3 days ago. You can't really tell because I usually have pretty round cheeks, but I'm swollen. My cheeks are incredibly flushed, and I haven't shaved my mustache off. So, but he's incredibly sweet now, apparently. Apparently now he's fine with being sweet. He's been doing a lot better, but also worse. He is incredibly smart. He is one of the smartest dogs I've ever met in my life. He knows how to make us angry, which is really funny. He knows that, he knows where and when to go to the potty pads, but then also knows that if we don't go on the potty pads, that means this really fun thing called a brush gets to be brought out, and he likes to play with that. So, look at this dude. Hello, hi. This is his setup right now. We have this pin in the living room. There's some toys in it. We just changed the blanket out. There used to be another blanket in there, and then he sleeps in his kennel at night. He does great at night. Nighttime is honestly amazing. He sleeps through the night pretty much almost every night. Sometimes he does whine because he doesn't know where you are, and then you just be like, I'm right here, and he's fine. The separation anxiety is a thing when we need to leave. So normally we try to tire him out and then put him in it, sleeping. And then if he wakes up and he's by himself, he doesn't care. But if we leave while he's awake, he does, which is something that we definitely need to work on. And we have been working on it. Yeah, pottying on the potty pads consistently is something we've been working on. He's very smart. He knows how to sit. He knows how to not lunge for food or anything like that. He is such a dog in the essence that he follows you around the kitchen. He follows you around the kitchen, waiting for food to drop so that he can eat any of it. His little sharp needle teeth are awful. They're so sharp, and I'm so excited for them to fall out and his adult teeth come in. My hands are pretty beat up from his little teeth. I just didn't expect my hands to be so beat up from his little teeth. Where are you going? He doesn't quite. I think we are finally getting to the point where he's kind of understanding, like, yes. He definitely understands yes. His head just perked up. He understands that means I did something good. I'm probably going to get a treat now. No is something we're still working on. He likes pushing our boundaries with that one. And we were actually recommended, don't chew on that. We were recommended, if he doesn't pay attention, just see if a spray bottle technique works. Because it's water. It's not gonna hurt them or anything. So we tried a spray bottle just for the aggression. There are moments where he just gets really into puppy mode, and he actually will, like, he cut open Tim's chin. So there's just moments where he needs to learn that, like, there's a limit to the playfulness. For the most part, he's great. I don't mind him biting my hands or anything like that. But there are sometimes it's a little much, and so then that's when we were told, try spray bottle, just because he needs to know the limits of where it's too much, or else later on, playing with other dogs, things like that, it could cause problems. He likes the spray bottle. He thinks it's a fun little game. Yeah, he basically thinks just everything that has been taught to us as he jumps off of my lap. Everything that's been taught to us as a like discipline, he thinks it's a fun little game. So that's the most frustrating part. So we're in the car right now, and fun fact, Wesley hates car rides with his whole heart. He also hates his collar, but he hates car rides. He's gonna freak out. He'll probably start screaming here in a few seconds once the car starts to move. But we finally got a jacket that is his size. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but we finally got a jacket. Wes, do you like your jacket? So he has his harness on underneath. So he has a harness, a collar, a leash, and a jacket on. So he's got layers because he does get really cold outside, but he loves being outside. So I thought I'd keep the door open while we're waiting, but he's staying nice and warm with his little coat on, aren't you? Hi. You saying hi? Who is that? Sleeping on my lap. You might be wondering, where are you? I have some things we need to talk about. So, update on Wesley. He's doing great. He's learning how to potty on the potty pad. Really doing some grown-up things. We're working on the biting situation just because he bites a little too hard. Just a little too hard. So the aggression is something we're working on. But for the most part, and then the separation anxiety we're still working on too. But I do have some bad news. I was told that he is not allowed to fly on the airplane. Something to do with the airline that I use has different policies than like every other airline I've ever flown on, so he is not able to come back with me, at least for now. He is staying with my parents, which is heartbreaking and kind of awful. I'm like legit very upset about it. But so we're unsure when he will get down to me, but my parents are thinking they'll probably do a trip during my father's recovery because he'll be off work for a while, and they'll bring him down to me. Hopefully he will be the bestest boy by then. I'm a little stressed out about not being in charge of him, you know, not being in charge of his sleep schedule and his feeding and his training and everything else. It's stressing me out, but we're working with what we got right now, and I'm very glad that I have parents that are willing to hold on to him for me. So that is my upsetting news, but I'm trying to look at the bright side of this, that now I have more time to make sure everything in my dorm is just ready for him, and that I have time to make sure I have everything that he needs, because I already know there's more things that I need to get, and I'm going to be able to get settled and get started in my classes so that when he comes it'll just be perfect. That's probably not what's going to happen, but that's the way I'm looking at it right now. So hi, bit of a time jump. How are ya? I got different hair. We are doing so much better mentally. Wes is 9 months older. The last you saw, I left Wes 2 months. I think he was 2 months old when I left him. As you can see, I was a little reserved in those clips. I mentally was not in a great place, which is why I was getting Wes. Wes never ended up actually coming down to me because a lot of different reasons. So the reasons he wasn't allowed to be on the plane was he wasn't 3 months old yet. So then my parents were gonna come down during my dad's recovery, but his surgeries kept getting pushed back because of COVID and all of that. And then his recovery took a really long time. Hi, Storm, how are ya? His recovery took a long time. He's still in recovery, but he can walk now. So him coming to Savannah just wasn't a feasible option, especially with how the roads and streets are in Savannah, and not being able to walk. So he never ended up coming down. It's like still so upsetting, but he is going down with me now. We have had a summer full of training, even though he is still a little asshole, if you ask me. Love him with my whole heart, but boy is he trouble. He has a puppy that he's going to get to room with as well. Or not a puppy, he's a puppy, the other dog is old. So hopefully that does all right. But I just wanted to come in here and wrap it up that way, because some things happened. Some life happened. But you know, we're going with a high of life right now. Those past clips were kind of a low. Wes is outside running around in the backyard, and I guess that's it. There will be other videos between the last clips you saw and me filming this, other videos on my channel of all the in between, but there was like no resolution to that because Wes didn't actually end up coming down, so I wanted to hop on here and kind of give a final little something. I don't really know how I'm gonna end this video, so I'm just gonna input like a lot of videos of Wes as a puppy in here that I took when I first got him. Are you tired? He's like, I did it for 3 minutes. We're not going outside. Okay, let's go back to the kitchen.
Wait, show us his little PJ set.